TMZ's Adam Glynn is definitely not the type of paparazzi celebs hate. This Union, New Jersey native is a one-of-a-kind journalist who many stars actually love chatting with. Hip New Jersey found out what it's like being behind the camera for TMZ and got the 411 on all of your Hollywood favorites.
TMZ is not paparazzi.
I don't consider myself paparazzi. You know, if you see what I do, I mean, I consider myself a fun journalist. I don't chase around celebrities, and if they're not into it, I walk the other way, they walk the other way. I developed a lot of relationships with some celebrities where not all of them know me. Not all of them are like, oh, hey, Adam, but they know my face. And that's why I want them to see me and know, A, that I'm human, B, that I'm a nice dude, and 3, it's like, you know what, I want to give them a chance because you have to respect the hustle.
I get a lot of my news from TMZ.
They changed the way you see news. TMZ brought back the journalism into news. They say, what happened, but what about this, but what about that, and keep questioning things, and therefore you make stories out of stories.
You're not going to get that on the 5 o'clock news.
No, you're not. I get to interview everyone in all platforms. I do politics. I've interviewed Jimmy Carter. I've done stuff with Beyonce. You know, then LeBron James, Michael Jordan. Like I've seen it all.
Have you ever met Jeter?
I've met Jeter. I've never filmed him. Why? Because again, Jeter's my Mickey Mantle, and I never bothered with him because I was afraid he would have a bad game and blame it on me.
How about the Kardashians?
Kardashians are great. Kim's awesome. And Kanye's actually a nice guy. I love
Kanye.
Kanye's great. I mean, does he do stupid stuff? Yeah, but I mean, is he crazy? Yeah, but overall, he's not a bad guy. 90% of the people are cool. 5% aren't really into what I do. The other 5% are jerks. The best is like Michael Bublé, awesome. Joan Rivers was the best. Joan Rivers brought me to her house.
I'm still upset.
Every time Joan Rivers, like I'd see Joan Rivers on the street, she would take the earrings from her ear and say, give this to your grandmother or give this to your mother. Rhonda's awesome.
Yeah?
Rhonda's the coolest chick. I mean, I've been doing with Rhonda before it kind of became big, and that's like the fun part to see how big she's become. But every time I see her, she'll always go out of her way to say hi to me, give me a hug.
How about Leo DiCaprio?
Leo is interesting. Leo's the easiest guy to spot in New York City. Why? Because he wears a hat like that covers his face. Like, which idiot would cover his face? Like, oh, it's Leo. Leo, he's not into what I do, but he's a nice guy off camera. The bigger the celebrity, the cooler they are.
Oh, yeah.
The smaller they are, the more times you face problems. Like, really, you're the one who's being ridiculous? Like,
how about Brad Pitt?
Brad Pitt's the man. I mean, you get it when you're with him. Like, he's got this, like, aura. Him, David Beckham, Tom Cruise, when you're around people like that, they have this aura. It's like, oh my God, it's like being blessed by the Pope.
Oh,
like, really,
yeah.
It's like, there's a star power. Miley Cyrus has it too, by the way. So Dave Matthews is my favorite band.
Yeah.
The first concert I ever saw, I was walking on the street and I saw Boyd Tinsley, who was the violinist, and I TMZ him, and he couldn't have been nicer. He was so cool, and he emails me later that day, and he goes, anytime there's a show, never pay for a ticket again. Dude, that's incredible. Thank you so much. 2 months later, they're playing in the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. They come and get me during like the encore, and they go, thank you, good night. Boyd runs off the thing, he's like, Adam, gives me a hug, come on the tour bus. Brings me in the tour bus with him. Here's a band I loved growing up. Like, I grew up paying for tickets. Now, like, I'm friends with the guys in the band. My weirdest celebrity encounter. I've had more good moments than bad moments. However, I've had some weird ones. I mean, the weirdest one I'd say was I had Jerome Bettis, who's an NFL Hall of Fame, one of the best running backs of all time. See, most people ask these people the boringest questions. My question to Jerome Bettis was, the locker rooms in the NFL, are they group showers or are they individual showers? Which became insanely uncomfortable because he didn't know how to answer me. He was just like, I don't know.
Why would that be an uncomfortable question?
I don't know, but that, to me, I think that's an interesting answer. Most people don't realize that me, the guy standing outside with a camera just like this, I might be the biggest press you'll do all day. Bigger than Jimmy Fallon, bigger than Today Show, bigger than The View. TMZ can make a video go viral, and also, it's a huge platform. You can watch it online, you can watch it on TV.
A lot of the celebrities tip off the paparazzi because they want their picture taken, they have an album out, a movie coming out, whatever. Is that true?
It sounds really weird, but if you make it your job to find someone, you will.
So you're like a professional stalker?
I'm a professional stalker, that's right. No, but I have like a sixth sense when it comes to celebrities. It just comes to me, I know what to look for. I'm very quick when it comes to spotting people and stuff like that. I'm not following them to the next place, I'm not bothering with their kids, I don't do any of that stuff. So I wouldn't say necessarily they tip us off, but it's almost like an understanding.
Do you just roam about the city following your sixth senses to where celebrities are?
I kind of have a path. I try to start the day off uptown in New York City in the morning, and then usually I'll go to, and later in the day I'll kind of go around West Village, Soho, East Village, kind of bump around, just kind of run into people. I just kind of window shop. I'll stop in a cafe, get a cup of coffee, stop at a restaurant. Like, you know, just kind of bump into people. And I have people that will hit me up and say, hey, you know who I just saw, or knows inside my restaurant, something like that. So I have people that will let me know. I understand the voice that TMZ is looking for, so I know what to look for that would be good for them. But otherwise, it's a news story too. So I'm trying to create news and trying to have a fun interaction. At the end of the day, you have to respect the hustle. At the end, like, you know, that's what Matt Lauer said to me once. He goes, you know why I like you? He goes, because you're out there working by yourself. There's no one really helping you. You're trying. You know, you have to respect the hustle. I'm not some crew. I'm a cheap, you know, guy just running around, just making my own stories, making my own news. So at the end of the day, that's what I love. I want people just to respect the hard work and the hustle.
For more on this segment, log on to hipnewjersey.com.